Next, let's take a look at differentiate between public and private administration. Here are the differences between public and private administration. In order to function efficiently, the public sector organizations are borrowing heavily from the business knowledge, administration and process orientation of the private organizations. However, there still remains a considerable difference between these two administrative practices. Some of the differences presented by various authors and subject matter experts are as follows. According to Paul H. Appleby, according to Josiah Stamp, according to Herbert Simon, according to Peter Drucker. Let's take a look at each of them in detail. According to Paul H. Appleby, Paul H. Appleby states that the public administration is different from private administration in three important aspects: political character, breadth of scope, impact and consideration, public accountability. According to Josiah Stamp went a step further and identified four aspects of difference, of which the only one similar to that of Appleby's is that of public accountability or public responsibility, as Stamp identifies it. The four aspects identified by Stamp are principle of public accountability, principle of uniformity, principle of external financial control, principle of service motive. According to Herbert Simon cited very practical and easy to understand differences based on popular beliefs and imagination, and hence seems more appealing. He states that there are three differences between public and private administration. He states the following differences between both the administrations. According to him, public administration is bureaucratic while private administration is business-like. Public administration is political while private administration is apolitical. Public administration is characterized by red tape, while the private administration is free of it. Let's look at what Peter Drucker has to say. The management guru, Peter Drucker, sums up the difference in a more comprehensive manner. He states that there are 5 differences between public and private administration. They are: the public administration functions on service intuition. Private administration follows the business intuition. Public administration and private administration both have different purposes to serve. They both have different needs, values, and objectives. They both make different kind of contributions to the society. The way the performance and results are measured is different in a public administration than that of a private one. Here are the similarities between public and private administration. There are many similarities between the ways in which a public and a private administration functions. There are so many similarities that some subject matter experts and authors like Henry Fayol, M.P. Follett, Lyndall Erwick do not treat them as different. Fayol says that all kinds of administration functions on some general principle, irrespective of them being public or private. The planning, organizing, commanding, and controlling are similar for all administrations. The following are some of the similarities between public and private administration. The accounting aspects like maintenance of accounts, filing, statistics, and stocking are the same. They also share the same pool of manpower. The managerial aspects of planning, organizing, coordinating, and controlling are the same for public and private administration. They share similar kinds of personal and financial problems. Both get influenced, adopt, and reform their own practices in the light of best practices of the other. Both of them have a hierarchical chain of command or reporting as the organizational structure.